Hello and welcome to episode 7 of In the Hot Seat, a football manager experiment series on Boss United FM. In this video, we've let two members of the Boss United off-field staff swap roles. Chief Scout Richard Boryszczuk finds himself inside the manager's jacket, with Craig Elliott being given a new clipboard and pen to take on the job of checking out the club's next opposition and potential signings. Should Richard have stuck to scouting, or will it turn out to be an inspired career change? Let's find out. Well, it seems the club are still in Conference North, and looking at the league history graph, there's been a downward trajectory. Dave Challoner is the current manager. Let's take a look at how long he's been in charge and when Richard left the club. Right, so Richard lasted 215 days before getting sacked on the 1st of February 2020, and amazingly was replaced by Dennis Green, who has returned back to the club. Dennis was the manager who initially brought Richard into the club as Chief Scout, but it looks like he's done the dirty on him and replaced him in his first big break as a manager. Let's have a look at that season. So it was 1st of February 2020 when he got the boot. Okay, quite a poor start. Won the first game, but then without a win in 5, not really putting a run together at all until November time. You'd assume that Richard would have been under pressure from the chairman, but advancing in the trophy has masked a few draws in the league. And then it does look like it was 4 consecutive defeats, including an FA Trophy exit, on to 1st of February when Richard got the boot. A loss away at Gloucester. And then it was a very poor end to the season in the end. Very lucky by the looks of the results not to go down. We'll have to have a look and see where the Pilgrims did finish in that first season. If we go to league table and then last season. So finished 15th there on 52 points. Was fairly well clear of relegation by 11 points, but definitely not what the club wanted. And it was Chester winning the league quite clearly from York, who finished second and then won the playoffs. If we go back to the list of managers, so Dennis took over 24th of February till the end of the season, and then was given until the middle of January 2021 before being sacked for just under a year. So again, if we go back and look at those results which saw him get the boot, so that was this season here. So a fairly decent start. August was pretty good, unbeaten. 4 defeats in September, and then it looks like the end of October onwards, pretty poor run. And then it was the defeat to Buxton on the 16th of January, which saw Dennis Green leave Boston for a second time. Challoner took over after there, and again, nothing amazing in there, but miraculously did actually manage to finish in a playoff position, but lost away at Southport in the first round after extra time. Looks like March has killed them in terms of momentum going into the playoffs. And if we go back to the league table for this year, there we can see the 6th place finish on 65 points. It was fairly tight with 13th place on 61 points, but again there's been a clear winner in the league with Darlington finishing on 97 points. If we just check on Richard, see if he's had any jobs since. No, it doesn't look like he's still available for hire. Does look now like he doesn't want to be a scout anymore, preferring a managerial role. But since leaving in February 2020, nobody's taken him up. And Dave Challoner's the man to hopefully take Boss United forward and get them out of Conference North. We'll have a look at the staff listing and see if Craig Elliott is still on there as Chief Scout, and there he is, yep. On his contract until the end of next season. He's still got ambitions to be a manager, so there's always the potential for him to take back over the club should Challoner leave. We'll have a look in the manager lists and looking at the caretaker positions. So John McDermott, the assistant manager, took over for 23 days. And then David Karanka also took over for 9 days, and he is the current assistant manager. Well, I think what we found out is that Richard Boryszczuk needs to stick to scouting, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying that. But the surprise was Dennis Green taking over, but then within the year was sacked. Dave Challoner, the former Fylde manager, is now in charge. Guided the team to a 6th place finish, but unfortunately didn't win the playoffs. So they'll be looking at repeating that feat, but then going all the way. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much for watching.